Hi, I'm Jenna Margosian, and this video describes my action research study for Dr. Joan Gilbreth's 526 Capstone Experience class in the Digital Teaching and Learning Master's Program at Azusa Pacific University. When contemplating my research topic, my thoughts immediately focused on a problem I was having at work. I'm a program leader for a class of first and second graders at an after-school program called Think Together. Every day during our homework and enrichment time, I provide pencils for my students, and slowly but surely all of my pencils disappear after a few weeks. I replenish the pencils, and again I'm left only with a few chewed, broken, and eraserless stubs in no time. Since the honor system wasn't working, I tried recording students' names every time they borrowed a pencil and checked them off when they returned it. This system proved ineffective and left me hounding students for pencils every day. It was also very time-consuming since I could not pass checking pencils in and out onto one of my student helpers because they are still so young and refining their penmanship skills. This study allowed me to assess my problem and develop a new classroom management strategy to solve my pencil conundrum. After browsing some pencil lending strategies on the internet, I had my problem statement. If I require students to give me something they value in exchange for one of my pencils and return that item when they return my pencil, will this increase the number of pencils I retain each day? To gather my base data, I bought 32 brand new pencils and labeled them with the letters TT in permanent marker, standing for Think Together. I tracked how many pencils I started with and ended with for 9 days using the honor system. Each day I set my pencil box on the table and allowed students to freely borrow and return pencils throughout the day as they wished. Then I implemented the barter lending strategy. I explained this new system for borrowing pencils to the students the day before I implemented it so they could get all of their questions out of the way and come the next day with their items ready to trade for pencils. The first day of the new system, I bought 32 brand new pencils again and labeled them with the letters TT. Each day I placed the box on a desk and selected a student supply monitor to hand out pencils as students placed their items on the table. Supply monitors also checked pencils back in and handed student items out at the end of the day. I kept pencil count records for 9 more days using the new barter system. The barter system worked far more effectively than the honor system for retaining my pencils. Over the first 9 days, my pencil count went from 32 to 17. When using the barter system, my numbers only went from 32 to 29. As illustrated in the graph, I lost far less pencils overall with my new classroom management strategy. The green bars indicate the number of pencils I started with in both lending systems. The purple bars show the number of pencils I still had at the end of each of the 9-day segments. Over time, with the new pencil lending system, I lost fewer pencils at a slower rate. This graph illustrates my daily loss of pencils using each lending system. The red line shows the number of pencils returned each day using the honor system, and the blue line illustrates the number of pencils returned each day using the barter system. Both systems began with the same number of pencils, but halfway through I only lost 2 pencils with the barter system, compared to 4 with the honor system. And in the end, I lost 15 pencils in 9 days using the honor system, and only 3 with the barter system. Admittedly, I was surprised by these results. My coworkers experienced the same problem with losing pencils, and none of us have discovered an effective method for lending pencils to students. I was not expecting this new barter system to work as successfully as it did. Furthermore, since students did not want to risk losing their personal items, more began bringing their own pencils to school or borrowing them from classmates. From this study, I conclude that student buy-in is a major factor in any classroom management strategy you establish. Before, students in my classroom were not motivated to return my pencils because there was no consequence if they did not. The new bartering system gave my students a reason to maintain responsibility over the borrowed pencil because they wanted to ensure they got their item back at the end of the day. I will continue to utilize this strategy in my classroom. Not only is this method effective, but it is also efficient. My supply managers assist in all the lending of pencils, managing of student items, and collecting of pencils. The bartering system saves me time and heartache. I am no longer fussing over lost pencils or constantly replenishing my supply. Thank you for listening.